Now we're going to jump right over to the etiquette man, Greg. Boy, am I excited to have you on our town today.
Thanks for having me on the show. I'm excited.
And I was on your website, and that's why I keep saying dining like a diplomat, because having grown up in Sonoma and San Francisco, I went to a lot of nice restaurants. My brother graduated from Le Cordon Bleu as a chef, and so Gabriel has taught me a lot. But it's important when you go out to dinner, I'm in business, you know, maybe you're not like trying to eat the other guy's food.
Yes. But you know, and that's a good point. Our culture today is such a fast food culture. There's the Wendy's and the Hardee's, but then there's the restaurants where you like to sit down, enjoy a good meal, and sometimes there's some silverware, extra glasses that you may not be aware of. Or there could be an event that you might be attending at our wonderful hotel, the Broadmoor, and there'll be some glasses and silverware. It's like, hey, this is a 8-course meal. Which fork, which knife, which spoon do I use, and when do I use it? But, you know, also, it's very important to have good dining etiquette at home. Even though most parents are probably, you know, working 2 jobs, we are still a country where we still value the mealtime around the table. And so whether you're out in public or at home, I think dining like a diplomat is very key to learn those etiquette skills.
And that is a great point, because I'm left-handed, and I am sometimes like, now is that my bread plate to the left, and is that my water glass to the right?
Yes.
Because being left-handed, you know, if you don't use it, you lose it kind of thing. I'm
Yes.
like, oh, I can't quite remember.
Yes, let me give you a couple of tips to help you remember that. If you take your hand, both hands, if you form the OK sign, okay, with your thumb and your index finger in a circle and your other 3 fingers straight up. If you lay that on your table, there's a B that stands for bread, and there's the D that stands for drink. And so that's an easy way to remember that. Another acronym is what I refer to as BMW. The B is your bread, the M is your meal, and the D is your drink.
Interesting.
I'm sorry, BMW, the W is your water or your wine. So good, easy tips there.
And you do a lot more than just teaching like to dine like a diplomat. InnerImagePros.com is your website.
Correct.
And this is where you're teaching, training professionals in Inner Image. Tell us more about this.
Yes, I started Inner Image about 7 years ago. I grew up in the South, and my original etiquette coaches were my grandparents. They taught me the manners, things to do and things not to do. When I moved out here and started interacting with the generation, the 20s, early 30s, I began to start seeing some lack of manners. And I started wondering, it's like, man, they've forgotten what their parents have taught them. But as the more I started engaging with them, it wasn't that they had forgotten what they were taught, they were never taught these things. And especially in our technology age today, we're rarely taught at home, you know, when do you use your cell phone? When do you put cell phone down? How do you use proper email etiquette? And so those were things that I began to start seeing that were never taught. And so I developed this company called Inner Image to help people learn more about their personal etiquette for professional success. And a lot of people etiquette is one of those things where, you know, we never talk about it until we start seeing someone conduct themselves with bad manners, and then it comes up. And no matter whether I'm at a party or a restaurant, when I tell people about the fact that I'm doing etiquette, they say, can you come by my office or come by our association and talk to our folks about these things? Because we're seeing in our culture there's a lack of respect, and ultimately etiquette is about respect. And so what I'm trying to do is bring back to the forefront those things, whether it's dining etiquette, business etiquette, how you conduct yourself at the dinner table or at a sporting event. Those things are all key and critical so that you can present a good professional image.
That is wonderful, and this is a perfect station for it. There's a lot of business owners that listen to KVOR Business Talk station, and if you're in sales or any kind of professional, and like you said, even just, hey, I have a 5-year-old, you could probably do wonders with him.
Well, I will do my best. Kids learn easily. They love having fun and stuff. And so one of the things I try to do in my etiquette sessions is to make it educational, something that they can take away, but also something that they can have fun with. Etiquette shouldn't be one of those things where we feel like, I don't know that well enough, or feel like we're afraid of it and stuff. It should be something that we enjoy learning about and stuff. Whether it's, etiquette spans, whether it's on the road, in a restaurant, in the coffee shop, in the business environment. And, we're in a business environment where there are a lot of cubicles, and companies are allowing for cell phones to be in there. And the number of complaints and concerns I've heard from employees with regards to the introduction of technology in those cubicles is amazing. And so those are things that we need to teach them. But yes, kids love learning manners. And so that's where it starts, but it doesn't end there.
And I'm huge on yes, please, and no, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, Uriah has been saying that since he was 2. That is just a non-negotiable for me.
Exactly.
You better say every time, yes, please, no, thank you.
Exactly.
Well, Greg, you're absolutely amazing. InnerImagePros.com. If anybody is looking to learn a little bit more etiquette, or, maybe you have bigger clients and you need to present a different image, you are the guy to go to for sure. Once again, InnerImagePros.com. Greg, thank you so much for coming on Our Town and sharing a little bit of your wisdom.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me on your show.
This is the show that spotlights the stars here in the community. I am Sarada Connors signing off. Go to KVR.com and hit up the podcast if you missed any part of the show. Adios.